anyone can give her is to share with them a piece of themselves. And so for tonight, what she has asked is that her friends make a creative offering. And so without further ado, we are going to start the gift giving to Patricia, and I'm going to introduce to you Kwame Johnson, my father.
I don't know if we can make space for that, Joe.
Good evening. Good evening. Welcome all. We are welcome and we are blessed. We're here this evening because we are all in the presence of family and friends, and because we know Patricia, we are all family. Don't know me, I have many of my family and friends here. Patricia and I were blessed to be married for 10 years. I met my love. She was performing at the South Central Folklore Festival in Los Angeles. And I had been invited as the artistic director of Youth Theater Interactions and the Mime Time Players to represent the East Coast at the South Central LA Festival. And Patricia was singing, and she was doing the wonderful singer Edith Wilson. And I was coming with my mime company, but the presenters of the festival had organized a huge barbecue. So we were at the presenter's home, and I was given the task to go to the refrigerator and put something into the refrigerator. I had a big plate of chicken I had to put in the refrigerator. And there was somebody who was kneeling at the refrigerator door, you know, putting something in and out. And then she turned, and I looked at her, and first time I looked at you, I looked at you. Those big, big eyes. Patricia looked at me, and for the rest of the 5 days of the festival, we hung out, we got to know each other, and the rest is history. In 1981, we made the decision to come from Los Angeles to New York, to the lovely Manhattan Plaza. And Greenwood Forest Farms, historical Greenwood Forest Farms in upstate New York. And my life was touched as all of yours was. I was blessed to introduce her. She came from a very creative family. Very creative family. And the way I knew this was when we got married, we didn't have two ceremonies. We had a ceremony in New York, and then we went back to LA. And I was able to meet her family. Reed was there, Priscilla was there, Sam was there, Mom was there. And they knew I had a house in New York, so they said they wanted to help out. They wanted to furnish it. And I said, wow, furnishing the house, this is going to be amazing. And then one by one, each brother and sister brought me a cutout newspaper piece of furniture. Reed brought me a cutout refrigerator. Priscilla brought a cutout sofa, a chair. And I said, wow, this is very creative. So that's how I knew we had a very creative family. Anyway, a lot of love, a lot of years, and Patricia growing as an artist in New York with groups like The Family, La Familia, Clay Stevenson, Raul Julia, the prison work that she's done, all of those years when she worked inside and outside of the prisons, giving of herself. That was a testimony to who she is, because she took the time to deal with those populations of those people who needed her the most. And she was beloved by that community, the entire inmate community of New York State, as you all have grown to know. So I could go on forever and ever, and I don't want to do that. I just wanted to let you know my connection. And as we go throughout the evening, we'd like to have some testimonials from those of you who don't perform per se. We'd like you to tell us a little bit about your connection to Patricia and what it means to you. But to start the evening off, we're going to call up Miss Shirley Farmer. Miss Shirley Farmer for our cabaret. And we're going to have her start.
Anybody ever want to know why she was a vegetarian?
Oh my goodness.
Why?
We were raised on a pig farm. We had chickens, ducks, geese, anything that walked, cracked, or oinked, anything like we raised. We raised 3,000 pigs a year.
Oh, wow.
She's probably one of the best chitlin cleaners you've ever seen. So I think I think between plucking chickens and skinning rabbits, she just gave meat up. I don't know why she didn't get vegetables up. We raised them too. And Lord, canning season, I see the cherry blossoms. My mother would can anything that she can can. Anything that was canned chicken, cherry, peppers. Couldn't nobody eat the peppers. I mean, we had a canning, our canning room was about the size of this little area right here. And I mean, that was a hard job. We had that canning season. I'd rather wash clothes with the washboard than canning season. I mean, corn, everything we did. And it was no your job and my job. It was our job. And she had wrote a little, I guess we call it a thesis about her childhood. And it brought back memories of how we grew up. My dad would say, I may not have taught you much, but I taught you how to work. Yeah. And every one of us know how to work. You know, I wish I didn't, but. But Patty, I love you. And like my mother-in-law said, I stood up to say a word, but I'm gonna sit down and be appreciated.
They used to call my daddy her magic. Because one night he just disappeared. And I have been enjoying the stand-up comedy, and I'm also a theater director, balancing all of these things, and the years go by, and we get to enjoy all of these wonderful birthdays, and as I've gotten more mature, I feel a lot of pressure. I don't know if you feel it, Pat, to be a cougar. Do you feel like Actually, I'm a reluctant cougar. I am, because actually young men scare me. They oh my gosh, with the pants hanging down? The pants hanging down below the butt. The scary part is he's wearing a belt. It really, I don't understand that. I remember back in the day, I don't know if you remember this, back in the day, black men had a really sexy walk in the I called it the bop and glide. Bop and glide. But nowadays, the young men with the pants hanging down, they can't walk. Because the pants are hanging down. They have to waddle. I saw one guy, he had the pants hanging down, and he then had the nerve to have stuff in the pockets. Bottle of water, bottle of Jack Daniels. He had like a full baby diaper water. But young men, they really do scare me. I mean, sexting. Have you heard of this? Emailing the pictures. What the fuck? Oh. What? Well, she should. Yeah. Unbelievable. Emailing, making pictures of yourself. Doesn't anybody use business cards anymore? Instead of here's my card, here's my junk. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But I'll tell you something. There was one young man really scared me. He was a terrorist wannabe. A terrorist wannabe. Now, I don't even believe he was a real Muslim. I don't. They have a very strict code about alcohol and pork. Yeah. Showed up to my house with a 40 ounce and some pork rinds. I mean, like, that's not it. He's not a real Muslim. Everyone knows that prayer is Allah Akbar, not Al, back up the car. Young guys are scary, but mature, beautiful women are just fantastic, and that's what you are, my darling. You're giving me that support on my film was really, and I just couldn't believe it. Every time I come over to your house, you'd have food, you'd have other filmmakers there, you'd have all of this wonderful support, all of the vibes, and I just felt like I have to stay in touch with this woman, and I'm so glad that I have been able to do that. and able to celebrate with your friends and family. So again, I want to say happy birthday and thank you for having me be in your circle of life. Thank you very much.
I'm always hanging out at Patricia's house. And my sister's not here, so I can say this. Patricia is my sister. My biological sister's name is Judy, but this lady right here is my sister. Because for the last, I don't know how long, 5, 6, 7 years, we have been together almost through everything. I mean, she has been my support. She's been my shoulder to lean on. She's been my cheerleader. She has listened to all of my complaining. I'm a Virgo, so I complain a lot. But she has been such a joy to me. And she has shown me such love and support and understanding. And I've learned a tremendous amount from this very, very intelligent woman. I can bounce things off of her. I can get her opinion, and she doesn't tell me what she thinks I want to hear. She tells me what is right. And she's been such a, I don't even know how to describe it, but she's just been the greatest gift that God has ever given me. And I love this woman, and I pray that we are always together. And because without her, I gotta go back to Judy.
The purpose, my plans are all on pause. In the meantime, can't wait until the day I show the world I got it. Until then, what they'll say is in the meantime, searching inside, my intuition calls with a faint connection that always stalls. If they only knew, if they could just see, they would stop and listen and take note of me. But in the meantime, I'm left without a cause. I'm here without a purpose. My plans are all on pause. In the meantime, can't wait until the day I show the world I got it. Until then, what they'll say is in the meantime. In the meantime, I'm left without a cause. I'm here without a purpose. My plans are all on pause. In the meantime, can't wait until the day I show the world I got it. Until then, what they'll say is in the meantime. Until then, what they'll say is in the meantime. Until then, what they'll say is in the
this evening. I want to thank my daughter, LaShawn, who's mooning you at the moment. Yes, my cousin Bria, bartender Richard on piano, Dargon camera. I want to also thank Kwame Johnson, who left, and this, oh yeah, he had a parking issue. My brother Reed, I was going to say Phil. My brother Reed, Phil, Lily, everybody for helping, setting up, and Ann, thank you. You guys have been great. Yes.
Just one more part of the night, and that's for us to do our proper happy birthday to you. If everyone, including Mom, could gather around for the cake ceremony. So I need someone to start this off. Happy birthday to you.